Felipe Torres, sprinkler fitter. I'm drilling into metal pans. There's slab on metal decks, pilot holes, and then continuing on to a step bit. So, I mean, consistently running the drill for an hour and a half. I can almost get through a whole pan with just one battery.
Multi-speed really comes in clutch when you need to slow it down and speed it up for different applications. Busy day, probably 70 or 80 holes. The battery life on it seems to outlast any other tool that I've ever used.
The chuck here is a lot narrower, allows us to get into our post tighter than the other drill would. A lot of the time we have to work off the deck, so we can get our drill through the actual railings and still get into our holes properly, so that kind of makes it easier than setting up a ladder a lot of the time. This drill it's really, really smooth drilling in and out, like you're not finding the drills until you have to work a lot. My name is Dylan Hayes and I'm a railing installer.
I don't have to lug around the heavy battery and the heavy drill. I mean, this drill is half the weight of the DeWalt.
My name is Tim Hagee and I'm a journeyman carpenter. Typically we've been using about a 5/16 to a 3/4 inch drill bit. Drilling holes, sometimes up to 1.5 inch thick steel plates. Seems to keep up just fine with whatever diameter drill bit we're using. I would definitely recommend it. It's worth its weight in gold as far as price and longevity and durability.